They didn't say you are under arrest. They just said come here. You know how like the masters used to talk to the slaves back then? Like, yeah, like it was that type of vibe. I'm like, yeah, something about to go down. They grabbed my arm, you know, my reflex, like I grabbed my arm back from them. Like, you tripping, what you got going on? What's up with you? And y'all just attacking me. And then that's when they come in the house, just body slam my ass on the floor, bro. Body slam. And bro, like I'm still going to like physical therapy, you know, for like my leg and the pain that I still be feeling on my back, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, okay, this really going on. Then I saw the lady, she like calling for backup. I'm like, oh man, these folks tripping, y'all that weak, y'all can't get me up. I ain't that big, bro. Like, I'm just sitting here. I know when I'm going through, it's messed up. But I'm laughing because y'all already got to get 9 more other people to come and get me out one house. That is crazy. And it's ridiculous because, like, y'all just showing me, y'all just weak as hell, bro.
Sure.
Nah, for real, for real. I thought about it, though. I have. I ain't gonna lie, I thought about it. I thought about it plenty of times.
What's stopping you?
Be honest, I gotta have the equipment for it. You know, I got a computer, camera and stuff. They was saying I need some.
You got the equipment for it. Then.
They saying I needed something. You know how like you connect your game screen on TikTok Live and stuff like that. They say you need some type of device to hook up to your computer for the game system.
Not necessarily. And this is just me giving you free game. All you need is OBS.
OBS.
Yeah, all you need is OBS.
I heard Casanet said something about that OBS.
Yeah, everybody
like,
stream.
OBS?
Everybody stream off OBS.
Oh,
Just get OBS. That
like you had to pay like a fee membership.
No,
Oh, it's free.
OBS
Oh,
is free.
oh,
OBS is
snap!
free.
That's lit.
OBS. You can do StreamYard. StreamYard is for the people that be like literally like like the Facebook Live. So you see those podcasts or shows that be on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Most of them are on StreamYard or on OBS. But yeah, that's free, man.
I'm gonna look into that, bro. You just put me on game for real.
All you gotta do is ask.
Got you.
Yeah,
Got you. So
OBS, that's how like when people do like reaction videos or they react to a streamer, they're using OBS. OBS allows you to use your webcam, and without a webcam, it can stream or record whatever you're showing. You know what I'm saying? So if you're showing your webcam, if you're watching something on your screen, you're streaming yourself doing that. All through OBS is easy.
oh yeah, I'm gonna have to tap in for sure, bro.
Now, initially, it's not as easy as I'm making it sound, but I've been dealing with it for a couple of years. So I know it's easy for me.
Okay, good.
But yeah, just let me know.
Okay, I'm ready when you are, bro.
Check the places here. The time is now. You are tuned into the lunch table. Got your boy Savo in the building. And I have a special guest with me as well. Y'all seen his face if you are an avid viewer of my content. But if you're a new viewer, man, then this is gonna be a good introduction and a reintroduction to the people that been sitting here. Can you please introduce yourself for the people, sir?
Yeah, most definitely. I go by Flo Prohet, an artist from Pensacola, Florida, and I'm ready to share my story and the things that I've done been through, experienced, and faced. So make sure y'all really tune in for this one, because this one gonna be for the books. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we got Flo Prohet in the building.
Yes, sir.
Now it's been a minute since you've been here, bro. But we finna tap in, cover all those grounds, and even more ground that we may have missed in our previous interactions. But for one, what's been new with you, bro, since our last interaction, which was just last year? But
yeah,
what's some new shit that's been going down with Flo?
Man, so much. I think around November, October, I signed with this distribution company called Greater Than Distribution. I never realized it was scouting me or like really, paying attention to me until I saw them in my story views one day. I was like, who these people is? And I guess they're from like San Diego, California or something like that. And of course they work with people like Universal, Sony and stuff like that. As far as the distribution, they kind of like label management, that's pretty much the type of vibe I get for it. But I feel like it's a good step, good direction for me. And I want to just walk into this year with a different mind frame, different mindset, you feel me? So I feel like to really grow as the artist I want to be, let me just make a move that makes the most sense to me, you know. And this made the most sense to me. I talked them on the phone, Zoom call. It wasn't like no texting or just sending fake emails. It was like that kind of interaction. You feel me? So they told me you control whatever music you want to make, and then I just like heard that. That made me just like just go for it. You feel me? So that what happened. You know, we just
Quick
did
question.
it. Yeah.
And I don't even like to say just to digress and make this more of a conversation. With them doing that and saying you basically have the freedom, your freedom of your own creative control, basically. Do you feel as if it was, well, it could be that your sound or your style was just so distinct that it didn't want to break that mold or whatever that is? Or when it comes to just the buffet that's music today, it's so many styles, and as far as the consumer's ear, it's so, as far as just this acceptance, you don't have to just make one or two sounds. You can, like, every sound is acceptable now.
Yeah, that is true. It is very acceptable. I ain't gonna lie. Last year, that's probably been the number one thing for me, working on different sounds and styles, because I had a conversation with the engineer one day in the studio, and I was like, I'm trying to find something different, you know, like, yeah, the concert rap cool, you know what I'm saying? I also want to have some other bangs, you know, for like females and stuff for the club, and some that guys in the streets could bump to, you feel me? Just, I don't know, I just, you know what I'm saying, just different flavor of music, you know? I want to like rap about hustle, you know, how like Jeezy and T.I. and Gucci, you know what I'm saying, how they was talking about how it is to come up in the South as a hustler, you know what I'm saying, like Pimp C, all that. So like I'm just looking at videos on TikTok, people like, man, we ain't got hustle music in so long. The last person that was talking about hustle rap music was Young Dolphin, which I can agree, because we barely hear that nowadays, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know too many though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too many. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Nipsey, he was a motivation. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely motivation. And he had some songs where he was talking about hustling, grinding. So it's like, I would say that's hustle music too, but more like in the inspiration way than the street way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's where I'm at though, as far as like my artistry. And then I think what really inspired me more, cause all last year, I was like, man, I'm just gonna see, you know, try to release song after song, see what the people feeling. I did drop something like the middle of December. It's called "Smoking on the Competition." It's like you're not smoking on it. Hey, I'm coming for that number one spot. You know what I'm saying? And it get to a point like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to feel like I'm at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like when I started out with this, I was at the bottom. I want to feel more like at the top. And I'm told people around me like, we just gotta start traveling more. We gotta start investing more, and we just gotta just be on each other as much as we can this year. Because the past years, you know, we serious, but it's like we still in the same position. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta do something different. You know what I'm saying? Even it means me stepping back from music to focus on other things to help us evolve as one. Because my partner just got out of jail. And ever since he got out of jail, I just told him like I'm just looking at stuff different from how we used to look at stuff back then. Now you got a whole daughter, you got a girl, you feel me? So now we can't take this as no joke, because you got a mouth to feed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a man on a mission. I ain't got time to wait. You know what I'm saying? So just having that conversation with him on FaceTime and like, hey bro, this the direction we should go. I've been thinking about this before he even got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at, and we don't plan on giving up. You know what I'm saying? But if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But if it ain't, hey, we know when it's our time to stop and just leave it alone, give it a rest. That's just how I feel.
You said something that stuck out just a couple seconds ago, as far as the type of music that you're transitioning into making, the hustle music and everything, the get money music, opposed to what you were making. Now you mentioned these particular names and these particular artists. Now some artists are characters. Some people really rap with what they really do, and they just speak on their life. Now, as far as you stepping into this realm, would you be actually rapping about stuff that you either witnessed through experience or proximity, or you are just seeing that there is just but you're seeing that there's a lack as far as this particular subgenre of rap that people love. So let me make some of that to saturate that market, because I know it'll be profitable. Which side?
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I mean, it was profitable back then. You know what I'm saying? Like that is something I can't agree on for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I can agree on for sure. But I would have to say probably the other side. You know, the standpoint. Just want to give it a shot, give it a chance. I done had other people say like, you don't have to make hustle music like how Jeezy and Gucci and Yo Gotti and whoever else, you know, in that era, in that time frame, you know, when we was like jits, when we was like kids. Like, you don't have to do it like them. You don't got to be on, you was serving this or doing that. You know what I'm saying? It could be more motivational because we need a lot of motivation from what other peers and people that say around me. And I was like, you know what? You got a point because I would like to use it for that purpose only. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And great. I don't want to cut you off.
Oh,
I
you
just want
good,
to
you good.
interject just because just to piggyback or to really land the plane that I was presenting. Because yes, all those people, that was a layer to their music, but as far as what they went to get to the point to speak on those particular stories, or even at that point still, their career and their fame and those tracks came with a lot of beef
it did.
and a
It
lot
did.
of you know what I'm saying, animosity and reasons why most of those artists aren't even here today. So I would say if you're making
What's that one artist T I was beefing with? I think his name Shorty Low, something like that. Was it?
I mean, he's beef with a few artists.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
biggest I know is Lil Flip. He
Yeah,
could have been beefing with Shawty Low. But yeah, R.P. Shawty Low.
Yeah,
for
RP
sure.
Shorty Low for sure.
But yeah. It's a difference between actually, you know what I'm saying, making that hustle music, that go getter music, and making street. So I just wanted to make that clarification.
Nah, for
You're
sure,
making just motivation.
Yeah. Like it's like, you know, you gotta have a job. And some people be understanding like nothing wrong with having a job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Investing in your dreams and your goals. So like you hustling at work because you putting all this money and this effort and time and energy into this work field or workspace just to get somewhere. Because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, like that's famous now, a lot of them like they started where exactly we was at. You know what I'm saying? Like Eminem dropped out of high school and was working at a pizza shop. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody didn't finish high school. You know, everybody just had a different route. So like that's where I'm at with it, bro. For real, honestly.
So when you speak, well, let's dig more into your route now. I'm gonna veer back and ask some questions that we may have. I'm gonna ask some questions that you've already spoke on in regards to the label a little bit later. But I do want to segue because you speaking about routes. Let's dive into your particular route, man. Let's speak on some experiences that you've learned through different trials and tribulations, bro. Like what are some memories that you have or some lessons that you've learned?
That's a deep one, very deep. And I told myself before I came ready to do this interview, show like, you know, I had to sit and pray, and I just got to give me the courage to like speak on these certain topics and things that I face. And when I got on praying, I felt more release and comfort just by saying that prayer because I know it's gonna take a lot in me to speak on these certain things that I face. 2 years ago, 2024, I'll say June 22nd, 2024, I probably went through the darkest time of my life, and I was making like not the music I would normally make. It was more like dark music, you know, like when you sit back and listen to Me Against the World, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like I was making dark music based on, you know, trials, tribulations, and battles and fights and obstacles that I had to overcome. So I was just thinking about everything I was going through at that time period. Like, damn, like, you know, I'm genuine, got a good heart, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was down to look out for the next person that needs something, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm just sharing my story because hopefully it can help somebody out there that went through what I went through. So around that time frame, bro, I never thought in a million years that I would ever experience police brutality. So that's what I want to come on here and share. I know some people be like, what? You went through that? Yeah, I did, because I kept it low key because I know if I talk about it at that time period, well, nobody gonna believe me. So I'm like, I got proof, you know, to back it up in these certain things. It's just so weird how the situation turned out to be, but it just happened so fast. I didn't even expect that to happen. So like, I'm still healing from that. I'm still growing from that. You feel me? So
yeah, you can experience trauma at any age.
yeah, and people don't understand. Like, don't take that trauma thing as no joke. Like that jump real life serious. Like people real like be, you know, taking themselves out because of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, be careful how you treat people. That's what I always believe in. Like, be careful how you do others, because it could be somebody out there that can do 10 times worse. You know? That's how I feel about it, for real, for real.
Are you at a point? Because like say it's something that traumatized you, but are you at a point where you can comfortably speak about it?
At this point, back then, I would have told you, nah, I can't speak on this. But now, like now that I'm been grown from it, because that's why I had to go through all that shit, just grow from it, heal from it, and just put it in God's hands, because I can't do much about it. You know what I'm saying? Just let Him worry about them people that did me wrong and did me dirty in that situation. But to piggyback what she said, yeah, I can't speak on it. It was it was so unexpected, dog. I ain't gonna lie, it was so unexpected. Like I didn't know what to think, how to feel, because in that moment, bro, I had officers on top of me, bro, and it was nine of them. At first, it was just two, right? It was just two.
You're
Then,
not a large fella.
I mean, hey, it took them a little minute to get them on me. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, like I was like, dang, like call now, police officer. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. So, like, bro, my face is like literally on the floor, wooden floor. And
Where
this,
were you?
man, this didn't even happen outside or nowhere in the streets or at no type of public place, bro. This happened in the place and come from my home, bro. So it's that real and that serious to the point it's like I might have to get a lawsuit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because
So this happened at your home? I'm thinking it happened downtown or something.
nah, bro, this happened at the crib. And it's so crazy messed up. Like I'm still dealing with pain in my leg from that situation. So yeah, like it's that real, bro. And
What
then
happened?
basically I was I was talking to this person that I was really thinking about making it serious with at that time. And
Oh man.
yeah, so she was drunk. She was drunk. She was tripping. She was just flashing out on everybody downtown. We was at gallery night. So I was with two of my homies at the time. And she wanted to go to gallery night. Me, I like to stay at home. I'm a homebody. I don't like going nowhere. But something my spirit told me not to go. Just kept telling me not to go. And I was like, why I'm feeling like this at this moment? You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be enjoying myself, you know what I'm saying? Just just vibe, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm on. So, like I said, she was drunk, she was cussing people out, disrespecting people, just flicking people off, and I'm just yeah. So yeah, it's like I'm embarrassed, and then my homies they with me. One of the other homies with his female, so they looking at her crazy like I'm looking at her crazy just like y'all because I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Then she seen two females looking at me, and they with they dudes. And she started cussing them out, saying, "Oh, that's like you're not gonna say nothing. Why I'm gonna say something just to get myself in a messed up situation? I don't know what they got.
Sound like an evil spirit.
That's exactly what it is, an evil spirit." So my mother got a text message from her, and it's so crazy. My mother told her like, "You dead wrong. He done got beat up. Like, bro, it's so crazy. I can name all the stuff they did. Like."
Stick on the story.
Like I'm still on story.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just so much to say and speak
Yeah.
on. So like, it's just I'm just so confused about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like we left downtown, and when we left, like before we left, whatever. I mean, we was at this liquor store, or whatever. I forgot. She wanted to get some drink, and I'm telling Brody,
More?
yeah. So I'm telling Brody, like, bro, we need to go. Forget what she talking about, buying this or buying that. And I'm just like, I don't feel safe about this. Cause deep down something gonna happen. And she's gonna be the reason why it happened. And that situation caused me and him not to be cool no more.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Did he
Because
try to like tell you talk like talk some sense into the situation and you kind of
I was
veered away
like,
from it, or
at the
vice
be-
versa?
like when all that was going down, yeah, I was like, you know, you talk some common sense into the situation, you know what I'm saying, and understand both parties, you feel me? And that's what he did. He was trying to keep it all neutral, you feel me? But she just kept going. And I'm like, I'm gonna be fair and listen to what you gotta say because something that you about to tell me might can help me. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't like ignoring what he was saying. It just how like, you know, I just can't leave it down here, but what you want me to do about this? You feel me? At this moment, so nobody don't get hurt or go to jail. And I don't want that because I was a little bit, you know, tipsy, but I wasn't all the way drunk. 'Cause I'm trying to make sure I'm good and everybody else around me safe and sound. You feel me? So like, by the time we left the liquor store at that time, bro, um, I forgot. We parked all the way by our Heart Radio building. I don't know why we parked that far. I was like, bro, we gotta go. We gotta deal. You know what I'm saying? So we took a Uber back to the car we was parked at. Got in the car, went to my crib, dropped me off because he lived right 2 blocks or 3 blocks away from me. You know what I'm saying? So we live in the same neighborhood. So I'm telling him like, do you want to take her home, or we could just sit up here and wait? You know what I'm saying? On my front porch till Uber come and everybody could just go their separate ways. However you want to do it. You feel me? But it's just the fact. All this is started because I'm telling you the truth and keeping you accountable. You are the reason why I dealt with that and experienced that, because you sat up here and just flicking people off and being mad, disrespectful, and rude and yelling and screaming. These white folks looking at us, it's crazy. Like, hell wrong with them? You know what I'm saying? So like, now you got me embarrassed, not just me, but the 3 other people that's with us. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just us two. It's 3 other people that's with us. So you're not thinking logically right now in your head because you're so drunk. You feel me? So you don't know that this might backfire on me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else, because I felt that. So right then, I'm not, yeah, everything is because of her. And even Brody that was in that situation even said it himself. Because he called me that Tuesday. I got on Monday. And I remember he called me. He was like, it ain't what they trying to make it seem. They said that he sat up here and lied and said that I hit her. And she said to me that it was trying to make her lie and say that I hit her. And I'm like, yeah, something's going on, because it's like y'all doing anything.
So it was a domestic dispute and she called the police?
No, like one of the homies did. Because the other homie that I was telling about, that I was talking to about like how should I go about this situation, I was telling him like, bro, like,
Oh, he called the police.
like he was like, bro, I didn't call the police. He like, the other dude did this with us. And I said, oh, word. So I'm like, to a certain extent, I kind of, yeah, so I'm certain, to a certain extent, I kind of want to believe it, but then again, I feel like he's telling the truth. Because in my head, I'm like, none of my neighbors don't fuck with the police like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I know, everybody knows everybody in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Not on no weird shit, like, it's just a community. You feel me? So I'm like, I know my neighborhood from the back of my hand, because it's Mexicans over here. You know, I know they don't mess with the police like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially like what's they going on with their situation. You know what I'm saying? Again, deported back to their place. You know, stuff like that. So like, I know they don't mess with the police. I know these other people that look like me, that's my color, don't mess with the police. So that gave me one conclusion. If it ain't you, then it must be the other guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm adding all this stuff in my head and just like, damn, this shit's crazy. Like, this feel premeditated. Like, it feel like this already been talked about, discussed. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all set this up to be what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
strategize.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, you're not playing checkers, bro. You playing chess. So
you say your neighbor and the girl?
So my neighbors don't mess with the police. That's why I brought the neighbor up. They don't mess with the police. So I was like, okay, then you might be telling too. Bro over here might have called the police and said whatever, whatnot. So, and on top of that, they was so rude, bro. So rude. They was yelling, spitting, and screaming on face. I'm talking about the police. Mm-hmm. So, when all that happened, we was going back and forth. Like I said, the police, they did what they did. You know, tased me, they punched me, slapped me, hit me, and kicked me in my ribs. I ain't gonna lie. And
that's what I want more context and details on. Like I maybe skipping over because
I might be skipping over. Yeah,
traumatizing.
Yeah,
but like, okay, so the night she was drunk, flicking you off, just making noise,
flicking the people off,
flicking the people off in the streets,
just random people,
being belligerent to the point where your neighbors called the cops and said that you were
oh, they didn't. The other dude that with us, he called the cops.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
someone that was with you and actually had a witness view of what was actually going on, or was gone by the time he like.
They just saw a lot of arguing between me and that person.
Okay.
Yeah, and they, I guess they called the police.
And they immediately took her side because she's a woman.
Yeah, and then the crazy thing is, I wasn't at the crib alone. So my parents and my nephew at the time was staying with us. Okay. So I had 3 witnesses already there backing me up. You know what I'm saying? And then I already had Brody over here, despite how we feeling about each other now. You know, he telling them, no, I'm not finna press no charges on him. He did not hit me. And I'm not finna sit up here and agree and say that, oh, he hit her. But, of course, they add a little, 2 cents trying to make it all saucy and believable and said in the report that, oh, he agreed and said that, oh, he hit her, blase this and blase that. And I was just like, bro, that's BS, bro.
Did y'all fight?
We didn't fight. We didn't fight at all.
Did you shove her?
No, nothing.
Did you shake her?
No.
I would at least shook her.
It was,
I've been in that situation and I shook her. I ain't
gonna lie.
I had to shake her.
I'm gonna tell you, I had to hold her wrist, bro, cause she was so drunk, like she was finna start throwing ish at me, bro. And I'm like, hell no, cause she was finna start throwing whatever she could find that could like hurt me and bro that was telling me how I should move about the situation. I'm just like, why are you trying to pick up some type of glass or something heavy or strong, like to do some type of harm or danger to us? Like you tripping, you know what I'm saying? Like especially this man, I just offer you to take you home and stuff.
Man, I might play with me that far, but I had a drunk and thought she was gonna tell some shit, shook the shit out of that.
Man, you gotta do what you got. Hey, that drove me crazy. Like, damn, why you can't just chill? You feel me? I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. You doing too much.
Like, hey,
Calm down. Calm down.
nah, but okay, so disturbance happened.
Yeah.
Police were called.
Mm-hmm.
So the police immediately showed up. Was there any type of civil conversation initially, or did they just come in on 10?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to be all respectable about it and just trying to tell them what's going on and why we arguing, why we fussing, why the loud commotion and stuff going on. You feel me? So they wouldn't give me a chance. You know?
You lying. They came up, you were like, what the fuck y'all want, motherfucker?
Hell nah. Hell nah. Ain't finna kill my ass. Bruh, funny as hell. Nah, it was just like, damn, like, I'm just trying to tell you what's going on. They started being rude and disrespectful. I'm just like, damn, bro, this feel like the 60s and shit. Like, being yelled at, spit at, all types of stuff. I'm just like, I'm trying to be all calm and cool and collected.
Did they call you boy?
The dude did.
Ooh, they called you boy.
The dude did. And boy, man, in my head, I'm like, bruh, if only you went in that bad. You feel me? Like, it's cool though, you know what I'm saying? It was just.
So they got there, you tried to have a civil conversation, They wasn't having it, and then they just went for the leg dive.
They was talking to them, all four of them outside. That's when they was trying to get her to lie. Said I hit her. Same thing with him. I don't know what they asked the other two, So I just know what they asked that girl and the other dude, but I don't know what they asked the other two. But it seemed like they was more concerned about the other two opinions than the other two that was with us that night. So yeah, it's crazy. And then after that, they came back to the door. They said, "Come here. This is where it go down. This is where shit go down at, bro." So it was like, "Come here." I'm like, "For what? What's up?" They didn't say you are under arrest. They just said, "Come here." You know how like the masters used to talk to the slaves back then? Like, yeah, like it was that type of vibe. I'm like, yeah, something about to go down. They grabbed my arm. My reflex, like I grabbed my arm back from them. Like, you tripping? What you got going on? What's up with you? And y'all just attacking me. And then that's when they come in the house, just body slam my ass on the floor, bro. Body slam. And bro, like I'm still going to like physical therapy, for like my leg and the pain that I still be feeling on my back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, okay, this really going on. Then I saw the lady, she like calling for backup. I'm like, oh man, these folks tripping. Y'all that weak, y'all can't get me up. I ain't that big, bro. Like, I'm just sitting here. I know when I'm going through, it's messed up. But I'm laughing because y'all already got to get 9 more other people to come and get me out one house. That is crazy. And it's ridiculous because, like, y'all just showed me, y'all just weak as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it shouldn't take that many people just to get one person. That's stupid. Y'all act like I'm 270 pounds out here or something. Like, you feel me? And then when the people came, bro, they was parked all over the neighborhood. I'm talking about the left side, across the street from my crib, and just down the street. I'm just like, bro, this is crazy, bro. They acting like they just found O.J. Simpson out there bit or something. Y'all need to just chill, bro. It ain't that serious. It's just a misunderstanding with me and this other person. And y'all making it seem like I done killed somebody. It shouldn't be that deep. It shouldn't be that deep. And man, it's just bogus, bro. I done talked to 2 lawyers about this situation. They both said it was bogus. So, when that went down and the police came and they did what they did. That's when they started tasing me, kicking me, punching on me, slapping on me. And like I said, they
You got tased and
tased all that shit, bro. Like, yeah.
they shot you.
Man, like left, like both sides and shit, bro. That shit wasn't no joke. That shit wasn't no joke, bro. It was hard for like a nigga to even get up and walk. You know what I'm saying? And when they got done what they did, bro, man, they just dragged me out the house with my leg and then got my arm. Like, this shit's wild. You know what I'm saying? Because like, why is this going on? And it was just so weird. Just the whole situation just so weird. Then
I thought you were a young YN.
they thought wrong. Yeah. And it was just like, I don't understand the situation. By the time I go to the hospital, that's where the lady was typing all whatever she was typing on the computer saying this and that, blase, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And then the next day when I woke up, when they got us from the cell and we was like, getting our paperwork, the arrest report, and just waiting to go, in the cell or whatever. So I'm looking at it and said that such and such said you hit her, and she said that you hit her and all this. I'm like, this is some she say situation. You know what I'm saying? Because this don't make no sense. And then by the time I got out and talked to a lawyer that same week, he said it's bullshit. He said, I'm not even from Pensacola. I forgot where he said he was from, but he said this is bullshit. Cause it don't make no sense that you can tell they add a little twist to it. Cause it was like,
They embellish shit.
you know what I'm saying? It's barely nothing. And then he was like, the taxpayers don't want to take this bullshit. They do not want to take this shit because it's a dumb ass case. And I'm like, for sure. And I agree with you. And it's like, bruh, that I wanted him to represent that case, but at that time, like, I couldn't because how much he wanted was just sky high. And he's definitely worth it, but I just had the funds. I know he would have dropped that, you know what I'm saying? And then he was leading me on to some people that could, like, help me get a lawsuit for that situation. So I'm definitely going to give him a call for sure, because, like I always tell people, God always got the last say so no matter the situation. So I'm not going to get evil for evil. I just, want justice. That's it, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people like, go on the podcast, just speak on this situation. And, they could definitely like spread some awareness to those that probably can't find a way to like talk about their experience with police brutality, or either the ones that never experienced it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this awareness could like make them be alert how they move and how they, go about their life. So I'm hoping the same thing. So I really hope this touched a lot of people for real.
More into that, just full awareness. I'm trying to get more and more and more of the context and details.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the full tussle,
Mm-hmm.
the beating, the tasing. They
Mm-hmm.
pulled out the tasers. They got you both on both sides. You said
Mm-hmm.
it took 9 of them to take you out and put you in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the way down to the station, was there any berating or any abuse on the way to the station? And also, once you were there, how did they treat you while you were actually in jail up until you were released?
Man, they was just looking at me crazy. I ain't gonna lie, looking at me crazy, mad as hell, like they wanna do more damage to me. Just got hella weird vibes from that night, cause it seemed like I got the vibe where like, you know how they picked up Emmett Till, you know what I'm saying, and took him somewhere to just, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of vibe I got from that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I can see in their face, like, we want to kill the motherfucker right here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, luckily I met some people that I met in there that's actually Muslim, and I told him about my situation, and he told me, you gotta get a lawsuit. Can't let that slide. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, they ain't treat me good in that. They more just being assholes and rude and disrespectful. So I had somebody tell me today, all police officers ain't the same. I said, bullshit. Bullshit.
I said it's about 70-30.
Yeah.
75-25. 75 of them on that bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, 75 of them on that bullshit. And then it's like, you can't think like that. I'm like, For you to tell me nothing thing like that after I experienced a beat down like that, hell no. I'm not finna have that mindset. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm done met some cool white people in my life. You know what I'm saying? Went to school with some too. You feel me? Hell, I even went to school with white boys that like being around black people. You know what I'm saying? And them be most of the cool white people that I ever come across in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't never hang around white people that's bougie, stuck up, and just think they better than the next person.
Condescending.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pretty much.
That'd be the word.
Yeah, so like, yeah, like I'm trying to get that mindset, you know, all cops ain't bad, but it's like, what can you do when you done experienced something so messed up like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like we mentioned initially, you've experienced trauma,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't tell somebody how to heal from their trauma.
Exactly. That's like me saying like, oh, it's only a certain amount of people that make it to the NBA and you won't. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like don't tell me how to feel if I ain't telling you. Oh, you should leave this alone and go chase this other goal in this dream right here for something else that could fit you. Like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Because what if the thing you like is something that you want to pursue in life? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
What are some introspective steps that you took into dealing with this recent trauma, or like I say, have you mentioned you're healed, or you have been, or you've healed since then, at least a good progress, maybe not fully, if that would ever come. But what are some introspective steps that you had to take to get to this point?
Mm. I would say not fully healed. It's, you know, it's a working process. Sometimes I go to therapy and go to church sometimes, man. Cause sometimes I be needing to hear the word of God just to lighten up my mood, you know, brighten up my day sometimes. Cause it be hard out here, you know what I'm saying, for a brother in today's society, you know what I'm saying? And not just us, yeah, everybody else too, but it just seems like our eyes are stacked against us no matter what the situation may be, you know, and like my dad always say, like, he be saying the right words to make me feel like, okay, I could keep going regardless of this situation. So I just try to find ways to cope with it, deal with it. Sometimes I go to the studio, you know what I'm saying, just to, you know, talk about what I'm feeling, what I'm going through. But it seems like church and therapy help more. You know what I'm saying? Not saying music don't cope with how I feel, but sometimes you need to just hear the word of God, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes just sit with somebody that understand you. Because I know as people look at like most therapists don't really care for it. You have some ones that do care and some ones that don't and just do it for money. You know what I'm saying? And it be what it is, you know. So luckily I came across some good ones that actually cared how I feel, you know, versus somebody just want money out of my pocket. So that's how I've been coping with this for real. And then just spending more time with my niece and nephews and, you know, planning and plotting, you know, for things that I want to do this year, and just trying to just keep my mind off as much as I can, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, not to harp on it too much, man. Like I said, that's definitely a huge and heavy experience to share, just to me and to the world. But just sticking on your route to get to where you are today, man. What are some other things that you've experienced or had to go through?
Mm. Man, honestly, losing my homie last year. Long little D, long little D. He died from cancer. I ain't properly really got the chance to grieve for real, you know, until Christmas and the holidays came around. That's when I started grieving because, like, he was a talented basketball player. He went to PHS. You know, he had his heart issues, but he was a good person. You know, he was genuine. He just always laughing. So we didn't really hang out, but when we see each other like at Frick Center or Salvation Army back then or Boys and Girl Club or just anywhere, even if it's at the YMCA or something, like I would just always speak to Brown talking, or even if it's at the mall. Like he always had a light about him, you know what I'm saying, that made people wanna be his friend. And I just hate the fact that, you know, he died and he ain't gotta suffer no more. But, you know, I always tell him, like when I see him in person, like, bro, you would have been in the NBA right now, you know what I'm saying? Because your talent is just that. And you a shifty guard, you know, so he was like point guard, shooting guard, you know, shifty, smooth with it. He was like a not Kawhi Leonard, but Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie and Jamal Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So he always gave me them type of vibes. So losing him, it was like, damn, like, bro was just 25 when he died. So when I got the news and I saw my niece posted on her IG story, I'm like, D died? Ain't no way he died. Ain't no way. And I text him like, I hope he respond back. And then knowing the fact, like, dang, like this is true then. Cause you know me, like I don't got Facebook and stuff like that. So like, I know people are talking about this. And then on top of that, last time I did talk to him, I told him be safe. You know what I'm saying, and stay out the way, and just keep doing you. You feel me? That's it. And I remember it was like 2024. I saw him posted somebody's cousin. His cousin died in 2024. So just to know that you died in 2025, like, bro, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was just so young, bro. So I was just telling him, I said, your cousin was talented in football, track, and basketball. He was gifted. You know, I said, you as well, too. You know what I'm saying? But
It's in the blood.
yeah, it's in the blood. So I just hate that they not here no more. You know, long live D and long live Q. You know,
I went through that. Well, my era went through that similar. I think everybody will. For one, condolences.
For sure.
Condolences. Long live young man.
Yeah.
But I just want to take, for one, long live Shaquille Purefoy. Long live Shaq. Because people in my era, they know everything you're saying about this young man. Shaq Purefoy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Shaq was that on football and basketball. Just a natural athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to his cousin Luchez Purefoy. He went to Florida. He went to the league. So, like I say, similar. Their family has a long line of athletes. But Shaq died very, very young. And
Like 18.
I don't know the precise age, but Shaq died when we were young. Shaq died. And like I said, I have memories of us walking to the park and all that shit. But yeah, and like I said, for the people in the city that remember R.I.P. Shaq, because I'm big on keeping names up, not letting names die. But yeah, people know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was so like, I ain't gonna lie, when Fro died, I ain't gonna lie, I really thought bro was like around my age, around that time frame.
Young.
And I was like 18, dang, bro, I ain't get to see 21. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think about that stuff and I'm just like, you know, regardless of what I'm dealing with, you know, I'm blessed to still be here and be alive and still get a chance to improve and grow as a young black man, you know, or either as a young king, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that I get the opportunity to wake up and still fix myself and to be the person I know I can be, you know, regardless of what anybody say, the doubters, the haters, or it is what it is. You know, I keep my
that final form.
Yeah, that's it. You know, and I plan on reaching there. I really do.
That's it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let's get back to some happy shit, man.
Sure,
let's talk about when the label reached out to you, man. Was it initially through social media? How did that come about? What was that conversation like? Let's dig back into that. Like I said, we're gonna reiterate.
Man, it was. I'm just glad that they reached out to me, gave me a chance, opportunity, like saying that I can be myself, and I love that, you know. And they not like no Motown or nothing, but they still new, you know, new kids on the block, you know. They starting out. They be signing talent, you know, scouting, you know. I just recently put my mans on with opportunity with them. Because if I eat, he gonna eat with me, and that's just that, you know. And shout out my boy Royal 9K, man. Glad that he home. He don't stay down, but he from Maryland. Like, bro been a part of my music career since he was 16. You know what I'm saying? He's solid. He like one of my day ones, and right along my cousin Scarface Solo. He stay out there in Cali. He stay down here too. So like, you know, when they reached out to me, I was like, yeah, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? I talked to a few people about it. You know, sent the contract to my auntie because she know people in Atlanta, you know, that represent artists and stuff like that. When it comes down to contracts, sent that to her to see it was good. You know, should I go for it? And she like, it look good to me. Don't seem like they don't know nothing funny, you know. And I guess a colleague, whatever, sent it to 2 other people too. And he like, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Nothing shady. Don't seem like no bull. You feel me? It just seemed legit. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And that's when, days later after we signed the contract, signed the deal, that's when they made the post on IG and welcomed me to the team. I've been networking with other artists on their roster, you know, female artists, of course, male artists. They just signed like he's a country singer. Also, he do a mix of like country hip hop too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tapping in with him, you know. Want to just bring two worlds in one and see what we could do together.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, man. So I'm excited for this next step in my journey.
What's up with Sandcastle Radio? You still rocking with them?
Oh yeah, for sure. Shout out Sandcastle Radio for sure. We just got a new space, man. So much space in this new space that we just got. It's just a lot of space in there. The rooms are much bigger. We got an event coming up on the 31st. Um, it's like you just listen to music, you vibing. You know, it's gonna be food, drinks, all that type of vibe and all that type of stuff. So we just want to get the people in the community used to like the new space that we got, and I feel like people gonna love it. You feel me? Because we're gonna be having like events from time to time in there. So right now we still removing everything from the old headquarters into the new headquarters. So hopefully soon we'll be on the air real soon. You know, so we've been doing that, expanding.
But as far as the space though, re-plug in that event y'all had.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, we got an event coming up January 31st at Sandcastle Radio. We're located by East Hill. If you know what that's at, if you don't know what that's at, just DM me on Instagram. I see the information on what time it's gonna be. But I know January 17th we got a meeting because we're gonna do like an hour of our setup and the shows that we be airing, like of the music that we be playing. So that's gonna be like rehearsal and practice, and then January 31st come. That's gonna be the real deal with everybody playing they music from their shows and stuff that we playing on a daily basis just to give people a different vibe. Like you got the country right here, you got the gospel, the jazz, the blues. You feel me? The R&B, the pop, and then that's where hip hop come afterwards. And then we got the reggae and house music. So it's like it's different genres of music, and they pretty much doing it the old school way. You know how people just come to the club, or you'll hear word of mouth, or just through a flyer or poster like, "Hey, this is what's going on at this specific area." Like way before social media came along. You know what I'm saying? So like they trying to bring back to that vibe, and I'm all in for. They all about.
That's how hip hop started.
Yeah, yeah. And that's exactly what the dude told me that on Sandcastle Radio. He like, that's how hip hop started.
Yeah.
Word of mouth, that's it. He's like, I was in them streets of like Bronx and Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Cool Herc's sister threw a party. He was a DJ, MC, whatever.
Yeah, so he said he's seen a lot of cats out there, in his in that era during that time. And I'm just so excited for what we got planned for Sandcastle Radio. We just been getting new hosts every time, every day, every minute, every second, every hour. We just growing, just growing. And I feel like we're in the right direction. And we just want to get the community to pop out. That's all. Like I understand like people don't pop out as much as they used to, but support don't cost a thing, bro. Support is free. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm down to support anybody that's trying to make it.
But overall, man, like I said, because you've been down with them for a second now, man. What's it like just being a part of just that family?
Man, they all love each other, bro. They all love each other. They all support each other, root for each other. They want to see each other win. They want to see everybody grow, and they want to see everybody go far. With being a radio host. And the last time I went on there was last weekend, and I was checking out the new space, and they was telling me and a few other radio hosts that was there. I think it was like 3 others or 2 others, and they was telling us how proud of they are of us, and saying that it's still room for improvement, but we are very proud of how much y'all done did. Cause I only been with them for like a year, you know what I'm saying? So like they good people, they down to earth. So like if you ever want to do an interview at the radio station, just hit me up, for details and for any kind of information as far as events goes. But everything looking bright for Sandcastle right now, so I'm very excited. Yeah, so I'm very excited.
But aside for that, you know what I'm saying, we speak on the radio station. Of course, when it comes to the radio station, we're playing music.
Mm-hmm.
Now, most radio stations they go based on the charts.
Mm-hmm.
What's trending, what's what the charts are said to be played on the radio. But, and a lot of people just say, "No, we're gonna shape our own objective with what we put out as far as the sound on our own airwaves. Maybe we don't want to put out some bullshit. Maybe we do. But 2-part question: What is your opinion on the state of music today, and the type of music that you all intentionally put out or broadcast
Mm.
at Sandcastle?
I ain't gonna lie. I would say more R&B, and more pop and more soul for real, for real. Um, I just want my show to be more versatile. You know what I'm saying? Diverse at the same time, cause I know I can just bring more than just hip hop music to the show. I want to do other things. It's still a hip hop show. I just want to blend in with the soul and R&B, and also like just pop in general. I done had a few artists I done played. I done played Chris Brown, B.O.B. I done played a bit of Trey Songz. Of course, the old Drake, the old Drake when Take Care came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that song? Best I ever had. I play that song on my radio station. You know what I'm saying?
That shit.
It's cool. It's cool.
Like teachers,
I just did it because few people requested, "Hey,
Yeah.
can you play that?" I'm like, I ain't really no Drake fan, but I do it because you said so.
definitely,
You know what I'm
definitely. You know
saying?
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They want it. You know
you
what I'm
want?
saying?
I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Keep them listening.
Yeah, like whatever you like. Just don't request no little pump. Don't request no little pump, dog. Real
I
tough.
look up Lil Pump and Y&J, Big Hoes. One of my favorites.
Oh, he dropped.
This was years ago.
Oh,
This was years
okay.
ago.
What is it called?
Big Hoes.
Big hoes.
It's-
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Came like years ago.
I'll have to check that out. Okay.
It's funny.
Now, matter of fact, I had a homie that opened up for Y&J back in 2021 or 22. He did a show in Detroit. He said that bit was lit. He said that was probably like the best experience in his music career as far as being an independent artist still coming up. I'm like, man, that's amazing. And I said he's one of the most like I ain't gonna say probably most known. I would say probably most known out of everybody, but everybody's like known in their own way. You know what I'm saying? But you hear a lot about Y&J. You know what I'm saying? Probably not that much nowadays, but he still be around the way though. You know what I'm saying? He still be around the way. He tough. Yeah, he tough. He tough.
That's what's up, bro.
So,
What are some? Well, shout out to Y&J.
yeah, shout out to him. So,
But speaking of, let's speak of some newer artists.
Mhm.
It could be some people that you don't necessarily know personally, but you love listening to them. It could be some artists that you do know personally, but they're newer and people don't really know too much about them. Who are some artists, some newer artists that you would like to highlight to get they shine at this moment?
man, he ain't from the city, but he from Atlanta, Georgia. But bro is number 20 years old, and let me tell you, like, bro got that. He got that heat. He go by South Baby, not like Baby, Babii, South Baby. Like I'm gonna make sure I see his IG. Bro is hard, bro. Bro is hard. Like I've been tapped in with him for like a little minute. We met through TikTok probably like back in 2024. We've been locked in since then. Like we didn't talk right then and there, but we always like each other content, videos and stuff. So it was still respect, without us even talking to each other. And I always comment like, bro, you hard. And then I was like, you got an Instagram, bro, so I could like share your stuff, you know what I'm saying? So people on my page to like tap in with you, bro. You really hard. So like I told him like, bro, I be sending music like the people down here, you know what I'm saying? Because I want you to have like a strong Florida fan base, you know what I'm saying? If you ever come down and do a show or something. So South Baby is really hard to me. Like, go listen to his song called Man of the Year. I'm singing that. And go listen to Janelle Freestyle. It's out. He did a video to it. He been promoting it so much, and then he just posted something on yesterday. He was at the studio recording, and he's just been working, man. I be peeping his IG, and it be a few other A&Rs that I be sending his music to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely rooting for bro. I'm rooting for him. So shout out South Baby. Go check him up on YouTube. SOUTHBABII South Baby. So go tap in. He on Apple, Spotify, all that. So make sure y'all tap in with bro. I'm digging his style. He got that melodic vibe. He got a trap vibe. He just different. He can be on that pain vibe too. So and he know how to make hype songs too. So that's somebody y'all definitely need to watch out in 2026. So I'm vouching for bro. He gonna do big things.
Speaking of 2026, man, did you have any resolutions?
Just be better.
And what?
Everything, man.
Facts.
Everything. Just be better. And just learn from every situation, every lesson. Just to be the better me. Like Quan said in the old song, what was that song? Old Coin. When Rich Homie Quan said everybody want the old Quan, everybody want the old me, but I'm just trying to be a better me. So I'm all about just being a better me. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, man. And especially like doing you and trying to just make it the right way, being authentic. You're gonna have some naysayers, bro. But
Most definitely naysayers.
what would you say to those people and to the people that's dealing with those people?
Man, um, y'all dealing with the naysayers, haters, and the doubters, and people that count y'all out and saying that y'all not gonna make it, or y'all not gonna amount to nothing or be nothing. Don't even listen to them, because it's been plenty of times where they said I won't do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? And people just used to tell me like, you need to give up on the music. And then, as a creator and a visionary, some people not gonna understand why you chasing this, why you going after this. Like, why do you want this so bad? It's because maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe this is my purpose. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Make music and heal souls, not destroy souls. So if that's what I'm supposed to be doing, then hey, let me just use my talent for the greater good of things instead of using it for the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's my mindset about it. Cause like it's I literally had this conversation with a close friend of mine. And that's another artist too that y'all definitely need to watch out for. Benny Trill's another good artist too. I like Benny. Um, he had a little situation going on last summer or probably last August, but he was telling about these certain people, and he was like, "Man, bro, it's like these, you know what I'm saying? He like, I had a show and I was supposed to perform, and then these certain people, these certain individuals or whatnot or whatever, trying to downplay my creative idea for, I guess his EP or mixtape he was about to drop at that time. I think it's still released. I don't know. I remember the name was Seven Deadly Sins or something like that, if I can recall. But I think that's the name of it. So Benny, if you see this, let me know if that's the right name or not. But I remember we talked about it, and he was like, I guess I sent him the Machiavelli album by Tupac. I sent him the Machiavelli album and Me Against the World album. And he was like, there's just so much stuff he wanted to get off his chest. He didn't know how to say this or say that. And I'm just like, just listen to some albums, you know what I'm saying, that can help with your artistry and the direction you're trying to go for, like your project and your tape. And like if you trying to go on some Me Against the World type of vibe, then you're gonna have to really talk about the darkest times in your life. If you're not trying to go that right, then go the Machiavelli way. You know what I'm saying? Go that way, you know what I'm saying? Because he's speaking more personal on there than Me Against the World, you know what I'm saying? But he's still speaking his talk on Me Against the World. But if you want to talk that talk, then listen to Machiavelli. Like real talk. So he listened to both and he called me like, man, this is, I always listen to pop, but this Machiavelli album is really inspiring me. Because he said that Tupac Machiavelli album inspired him to make Seven Deadly Sins. And I'm like, I see where you're going with it, because he says 7-Day Theory, Machiavelli the Don. You know what I'm saying? So I say I see where you're trying to go with it. So I'm like, okay, I support it. So I guess the other individual that he was going, back and forth at the time, I guess they didn't like it and they feel like he was trying to rip off their idea. I'm gonna just tell you, you can't say this person trying to rip off your sound when he don't sound nothing like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. So I just feel like people just be all in their ass and just thinking they the shit the whole time. We all chasing the same dream. So we ain't no Drake out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not Wayne or Eminem or Kanye or Pusha or whoever. Like, you're not them. And I just hate when people trying to downplay another artist when it comes down to creating something that means a lot to them, something they want to put out to the world. So if you downplaying an artist that's trying to create something different from how you sound or from whoever sound, then you really got issues with yourself. If you so quick to downplay another artist's idea and how they want to represent their music, the way they want to represent it. So if you're not going to support their vision, you might as well just stay away from the real creators that really like creating something authentic and genuine from the heart. So that's what I get from Benny. He's a genuine artist. He loves his music, he loves his art, and I'm rooting for him too. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely rooting for him. He got star package in my opinion. I know a lot of niggas gonna see this and be like, oh, who is that he talking about? Because niggas be hating, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be hating. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, he's just that to me. So I got love for bro. I look at him as family though, for real. Yeah.
nice, and I'm definitely not the one to instigate anything. I don't like beef.
I don't either.
Call me vegan at this point. But the only thing I would say, because I'm very familiar with the situation.
Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about then.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
for
the only
sure.
thing I would say on that is I got major love and respect for everyone involved.
Yeah.
And that's where it ends for me.
Yeah.
Everything else ain't got shit to do with me.
Yeah, that's how I
I
feel.
got love and respect for all of y'all. That's it.
Yeah, and I remember like I got in that situation. I was like so confused. I had to call Benny's like, bro, somehow I got dragged into the situation. I think I made a post on IG and I was like, locally wise, not mainstream. I don't know these mainstream rappers. I'm trying to find some heat to put on my radio show. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find some heat. And then Benny was like, I got you. I'll send you something to your email. Then I guess, you know, that person that he talked to, whatever, slid on my story and just like, what are you talking about? I guess they feel like it was aimed towards them, but it's really not aimed towards you. I'm just saying in general, I need some new music on my station. I'm trying to play some. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna have the airways going crazy. So
you were just generally, it's a general post on you needing new music to add to this playlist, and it was mistook.
Yeah, as in like I'm saying, they music trash. They took it like that, and then they went on the net on some goofy shit and posted what we was talking about. I'm like, yeah, you weird as hell. Like I just left alone. Like people gonna think whatever. So believe in your delusion. I don't even care no more.
Because the word that I want to emphasize, you just said, is the delusion. But a lot of misinformation can cause someone to form their own reality. And so I'm guessing in one reality, you know what I'm saying, which will be yours. It's like you made a general post. You may not have even noticed their drop, or you just want more than just their drop.
And I ain't gonna lie, I know my audience. They like not saying they trash, but they're not gonna listen to it.
So I wasn't even getting there.
I'm just like real. And it was crazy. Like I'm like, I didn't even know you dropped. I don't even got, you know what I'm saying? Like I would have got a notification and it would have told me you dropped.
And that's the other end. That's what I'm saying. Like in this reality, maybe, you know what I'm saying, you're so busy with what you're doing, and like I said, you made the general post like asking for an eclectic playlist. And you may, like I said, you may not even notice that they dropped and so on and so forth. And in this reality, I did drop. You saw me drop. You heard me drop. And he should play my music anyway because I dropped. Or I'm everywhere. I'm smoke. Going back over to your reality. Is it the reality of your reality is, hey, I didn't necessarily know that you dropped at this time, but you can submit your music and we can go from there.
I always tell people that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard. It's like I always tell people, submit your music. I'll play it on the airways. It's not hard. Just communicate with me.
Okay,
that's it.
Opposed to, I am the new music that you're looking for, per se. Like that was the other. Was that the other reality that I am the new music, and like why haven't you? You know what I'm saying?
If she was like that person would have came on like that, I was like, all right, let me see what you're talking about. Let me see what the hype is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something different that they might want to hear on the airways. You feel me?
I don't know shit.
But I just genuinely didn't know you dropped.
Like, I was talking about it because of the interview. I don't really give
a fuck. It is. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, like people always saying like we undivided down here, and I hear other people say it. Like I had a close friend, man. He was like, I want to give up music, cause he was like, it's just the fact like I'm an R&B artist and I make R&B music and soul music. It's just the fact there's no type of community for us, and it's like you try to showcase that at a hip hop show, but people ain't trying to hear that shit because it's not an R&B show. It's a hip hop show. Not saying that R&B hip hop can come together and make something great. It just people don't understand R&B the same way people don't understand hip hop. And I said, I get where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying?
And not even that. Like I said, if you have a straight hip hop or rap showcase, you want to keep that vibe consistent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do. That's why I be trying to tell people, you just can't have nothing but rappers on your show. You gotta have like some female singers or male singers. And it's a few in the city. They just don't really be popping out. And I know some person that can sing, you know what I'm saying? And I always try to encourage my homeboy, like, you need to just go to one of these showcases or just hit me up when I got an event going on with the collective or whatever, and we can like get you in. You feel me? You just gotta let me know what's the word, and I can just set it up. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not my people, my circle outside, like I always try to tell like people, like man, if we gonna do a show, we need to do one for all the youngest, bro, cause they gonna bring people out. I understand they could be a handful sometimes, but you go to a Hoffa event, you go to Hoffa showcases, and every time Hoffa showcases are thick and packed, you gonna see youngins all in that bit and grown ups too. Like real deal, because Hoffa knows how to engage with the youth, which I applaud him for that and show him respect for that because I've been around to see this up close myself. He been doing this for years now. This ain't nothing new. So I love the fact that he engaged and interact with the youth and just by throwing showcases, giving them some studio time here and there. So like it's the same with AJ. He doing the same too. You feel me? It's all about the youth. And we could just have like an event where it's just hip hop and R&B at the same time, man, that will feed families, bro. That would probably have a lot of people want to come out. But it really started with engaging, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I told my homeboy, like, even if I gotta like build that community up for R&B and for soul singers and stuff, like if I gotta build it up, then cool. I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely an R&B community down here for like musicians and stuff. Like I said, you a musician, you do R&B. I want to build something special for y'all. So even if I don't do it, I know somebody else might do it. But even if they don't do it, hell, I'll be the one to do it. That's how I feel. Yeah, genuinely. So yeah, so that's yeah, bro. I just don't mind giving a person a shot and a chance to like you know get their music heard on the radio, but don't sit up here and make it sound like I'm trying to downplay your music. And I genuinely didn't know that you dropped. And then on top of that, you made it worse by adding me into something that ain't got nothing to do with me, particularly with the person that you deal with versus the person I associate with. And that's just uncalled for because there's no need to get all emotional going in that about it. You feel me? Like we could genuinely talk like grown folks in the DM, so I talk about it on the phone. There's no hate towards them, but trying to sit up here and downplay the next person because they want to do it, like nah, bro. I can't fuck with that. I just can't.
Like I say, all the other shit, I don't really know. I don't really care. So I got a little respect for everybody.
But same too. If I'm down to give anybody a chance that want to get their music played on radio, just hit me up on the ground. I got you.
Yes, sir. In your opinion, what's holding a lot of artists back?
I see them type of videos every day on the ground, bro, and on TikTok. It be artists posting like, man, I'm trying to make the best out of this. I want this. I'm gonna pursue this and achieve this and go after this. But is this shit really worth it? And you could ask anybody, that probably was at that staying point in life where they were like, is this meant for me? You gotta ask yourself in the mirror and be like, is this meant for you? Because if it's meant for you, it's gonna be meant for you. If it's not, then it's just not. And that's why my cousin, he like older, and he always like, man, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes you inspire me want to do music. And I'm like, maybe you can do music, but what if you ain't supposed to be a singer or a rapper? What if you be a producer or you be like an engineer or something? Or you know what I'm saying, A&R, whatever the case. What if you could do something in that field outside of just trying to be an artist? Because if you want to be close to this, there's other ways to like find a job position in this industry. It's not hard, bro. Like I told him, just go on Threads. You will find a lot of people that's trying to hire A&Rs to work from home type of job situations. You know what I'm saying? Like that might be your best interest, but I don't know what you are good at. So you gotta see, like if you good with customer service, then I know you could bring some sales in. You feel me? And if you got any experience in selling anything, then maybe you should see what's going on in that field right there, like marketing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you marketing stuff, you basically gotta sell it. So I'm like, that might be something you should look into then. So like I feel like every artist that I done seen or even talk to on Instagram or TikTok, I just tell them like, make sure your business is straight. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. Make sure you got a lawyer, just a solid manager that know the business, the ins and outs. Uh, Even if it's just y'all doing everything by yourself, just keep pushing yourself to your full potential, and just keep putting stuff out there because you never know who's gonna be watching or who gonna hit you up or email you or call you or contact you in some type of way. It's people watching, bro. You know what I'm saying? People be watching. I done had so many people that looked at my page, and most of the time I don't be knowing half of them who they are. I mean, the most known one I ever had is probably DDG, and he contacted me on some like he trying to work and make music, but in my head I'm like, I don't know. In my head, I'm
What the
like,
fuck you mean? When was this?
this was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
You crazy.
Man, I was like, I don't
I'm
know.
on the charts now.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, is our sound won't sound right together? But I'm like, I was overthinking about it at the time.
DDG and Speed making
Yep.
music.
And then I was like, you know what? The second time, I guess somebody tagged me on this post the second time. I was like, let me see what he talking about. Let me see what talking about. Give it a chance. And I told this to somebody as a motivation. I said, like, bro, trying to work, and when there's opportunity, you gotta see what they talking about. I just hope it ain't no bull. And then around that time, what was it? I think it was like, sometime last year around this time, he contacted me and stuff. Cause I was trying to tell my artists, like, when you getting tagged and getting commented on other people's stuff, just because, you telling the world, DDG is up. Bro, he's hitting up everybody that comments under his post. He not just hitting you up. You know what I'm saying? Because what if he pass you and gives somebody else the opportunity to work with him? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you ain't what he looking for. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he looking for somebody that can really match him on this certain beat or this certain quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I done been in conversations where I done talked to Dave East manager. That right there, I ain't turn that down. And it was last year when this happened. I was so like, damn, like,
What? You said
it was crazy. Like I'm just going on some business. You know what I'm saying? Like business. Let's operate on some business. Businessman to businessman. So I was like, what's good with it? And it was Dave, he's manager. He like shoot me a text. I'm gonna lock you in, FaceTime me, da da da. So I don't over here thinking this shit ain't real. This shit ain't real. So then when about time I hit him up, I'm like, this shit is real. This shit is real. Like what the fuck? And then I guess I tagged Dave East in my story at the time, and it was just a beat. I screen recorded this beat. I was playing on my phone when I was writing music, and then I posted on my story. And then next thing you know, Dave East checked it out because I tagged him in it. And of course, I made a post that same beat. I made a post and tagged Joey Badass, but he didn't respond back quick enough. So Dave East responded. So I'm like, how much for a future? He like, you charge like 15 or 25K, I did, so I'm like, all right, we gonna talk. So I'm like, can we like figure something out? Cause man, like I'm gonna figure something out and let you know in a few days or whatnot. Cause I feel like y'all be compliment to each other. Y'all be a compliment to each other, like your styles and stuff like that. So at this point, I'm just thinking like maybe he just wanna manage me or something, or maybe he just see like, hey, you would sound good on the track with Davey. So he just I don't want to work right away. I want to grow a bond, a relationship for anything. You know what I'm saying? So that way we could truly be locked in. Cause I gotta know this really on some genuine shit.
Sometimes that's how the bond comes.
You know what I'm saying? And he was okay with that. And I was too. Cause I want to know if you really, you know what I'm saying, fuck with me like you say you do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, damn, that future cost a lot. So I'm like, Lord, like one day, I definitely like to work with him one day. So shout out Dave East and his manager for sure. That wasn't expected. I did not expect that one to happen like that. But I was happy though when he hit me up. So I was like, damn. I was in that moment like, damn, somebody really watching. This is somebody I listen to. You know what I'm saying? On a daily, like, this is Dave East. I've like been knowing his music since I was in middle school. So yeah, that was real. That was respect.
At this time, bro, like so you mentioned one artist earlier, but like I say you last time we spoke, you mentioned that you were basically mentoring and you were guiding other young artists, man, and getting them in the right direction. or just putting them on their feet, man.
Mm-hmm.
Give some shout outs again, man, to some young artists that you still have been mentoring.
Okay. Shout out to number 9. Recently just talked to him during the holidays. Shout out to him. He doing his own thing, so he's not under me no more, but he's doing his thing. And I see that the last time we talked on the phone, I could just hear the growth and how different he sounded. Just previewing me some music, and I told him eventually my partner gonna be home, and I want to pick up where me and him left off at. You know what I'm saying? Like before he was dealing with his legal issues and being there for a whole year or whatnot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I want to. He's like. How can I say it? I'm KD and he's Curry. He's my Curry. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it is. He put the battery in my back. You know what I'm saying? And I just told him like I just want to get back to that again. So shout out to number 9. Past November. Yeah, shout out to November. Shout out to of course, Joe. I don't know, man. There's so many people, dog. It's crazy. But I'm proud of their growth, though. At the same time, I'm trying to remember this last artist. I like the last artist. It's still shout out to him. I just couldn't deal with the attitude, bro. Just couldn't deal with the attitude. It's no beef, but it's just the attitude. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with him, but I hope all is well with him, though. At the same time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I say, man, other than the artist, bro, just give any final shout outs, Brand, man, any final comments, anything you want to give before we head out, dog.
Man, yeah, I'm just glad and grateful to just be in this position again and to come on the show and talk about my story and things that I've been through and experienced and faced, which was therapeutic for sure, you know what I'm saying? Because, as a black man, it does get hard mentally, you feel me? So just being on here talking about it, it just made me feel, more at comfort because I'm like, maybe I can't talk about this on nobody else's platform because they might just use my situation for clickbaits and views and stuff like that. So like just being here, you just like it's just a good feeling just to talk about it with you from brother to brother standpoint. So shout out to you. Shout out to Sandcastle Radio, Greater Than Distribution. Shout out to Dr. Roy Nakay. Shout out to Youngbird. Shout out to Scarface Solo. Shout out to Benny Trill. Shout out to Hayes for being amazing event coordinator. Shout out to her. Shout out to my brother Van. Everybody else, that's a part of the clan or part of my circle. Just shout out to everybody. And and also shout out to God too, because he's the reason I'm still here and he's the reason I'm still alive and still breathing. Also, a lot of new stuff that's done, completed, mixed and masters, getting dropped. Collab tape got like 7 tracks. Me and my cousin, 2 mixtapes dropping, completed. So I'm kind of glad I didn't drop no project last year. So I'm glad that I'm gonna be dropping 3 projects, and then me and Benny, we gonna be working on a whole project together. So it's gonna be like DJ Premier and Nas, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be on that type of feeling. It might be on like Dr. Dre and Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? Like anything. So it's gonna be on that type of feel. So we got a new project that's gonna be dropping soon. He gonna be on there. I don't know who else gonna be on there, but he's the main feature on there. So we in our new era with that. So we gonna be doing different sounds and different things together. Expect to be coming soon. So that's something else I got in the works. So I'm just excited to release all these new material that I've been working on. I already done worked on for a good little minute. So it's on the way. So it's on the way.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Man, tell the people who you are one more time, man, where they can find you.
Yes, sir. I go by Flo Prohet. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, whatever platform out there. I just dropped the new single January 1st. It's by Benny Trill, featuring me. It's called Thug For You. And it's still brand new. We know a lot of people out there ain't heard it, but I feel like it's Song of the Year. And even Benny agrees that it's Song of the Year because he the first one started saying it's Song of the Year. Like the first moment we done recorded it, we knew that we had something special. So yeah, y'all keep streaming that or just tune in if you haven't heard it, and just expect more, and just send number blessings and love your way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Place of the time, man. Y'all know that fuck shit, man. We out. Boom.